Good evening, welcome back. This is Craig, Carrick Studio. How are you all? It's a terribly winterish evening here in North Cork, I can tell you that for nothing. It's not quite as cold as it has been, but the wind is strong and it's pouring with rain. Not great. So I thought, you know, I know exactly what tobacco I'm having this evening and I'm just loading it up right now. So if you bear with me for a minute or two, or less than, I'm nearly there. I am loading it up with, where are we now? There we go, Robert McConnell, the Original Oriental. Is it the original? Yeah, the Original Oriental. That's what I'm having this evening, and I can't wait to get this loaded. It's just, I have it in a mason jar here, and well, it's not made by Mason, it's another company, but it's exactly the same as Mason jar. And I'm just trying to, I buy them in packs of, is it 12, I think, something like that. And sorry now, I'm just going to close it up. This is the type of jar it is. It's made by, I don't know who it's made by. Home, I think. Anyway, so it has the same type of lid as the mason jar, and yeah, there it is. Put that over there somewhere out of the way. I'm going to use my latest favourite pipe. That is a Vaughan Clover 1968, not the year 1968, but the design assignment number 1968. And I've misplaced my lighter. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's under the tin. So yeah, I've already reviewed this and I loved it. So I'm going to see if I still love it now. So far so good. My lighter's giving me jip. It's not playing ball. Sometimes I don't know what happens. It's a zipper with a butane insert, and you know, I got it for the cigars more than anything else, and then for the pipe for the so it didn't add a flavour. But with a standard insert, you never have that problem. It like bang straight away. So I may have to revert to that in the future. Still got my old trusty cigar lighter. So there we go. So how are we all today? Have we had a good day in the UK? In the EU? 7:45 here, Irish time. Same as London time in the UK, Yorkshire time. An hour ahead in Europe. Maybe 2. Depending where you are. In the US, the West Coast now, what are you like? I don't know. Lunchtime is it? Anyway. Today in Ireland we had no sunshine. I think the sun came out obviously, but we had 100% cloud cover and rain all day and wind, and it's just miserable. I've been working inside in an office today, so I was okay, but looking out, I was miserable. And you're not allowed to smoke in any of these buildings that I'm working in at the moment, and you can go downstairs and have a smoke outside, but I have no interest. Not my cup of tea. Cheers. And So I did without the pipe today. I had my early morning pipe in the morning before I went to work. And that was a nice relaxing time. I don't need to start early. I mean, I'm my own boss, really. So, but I had that. That was very enjoyable. Part of my daily ritual, really. And it just sets me up into a nice frame of mind as well. I'll catch up with looking at the comments, read a few emails. Might even watch a few channels. There's one guy that I like to watch, Simon from London Calling. Shout out to Simon. He makes pipes, what's it called? LCS pipes, and makes some beautiful pipes. There's a certain style and colouring that he uses. It's like it's beautiful. And he has like a bit of a chat every day, and I sometimes listen in on that. He has a few interviews too. I'd love to do a few interviews with people, actually. If anyone's out there that fancies me having an interview with you, give me a shout. Carrickstudio at gmail.com. But right now, I'm just reading and listening to advice from the comments. I am getting in contact with certain stalls and tobacconists just to see what they have to say. And what I'd actually like to do is actually go and interview them and film the shop, show what's inside them for people. Give them an opportunity to shine themselves and sell themselves. And have a chat with them and shoot the breeze with them. Maybe they might be interested in giving me a few samples of tobacco every week or month or whatever to review for them. I mean, I'm not looking for pounds and pounds of tobacco. So, it's not really what I'm here for. I'm here to enjoy tobacco, enjoy smoking, find new tobaccos that are nice, review them, share my experiences with people. Spread the word, spread the love. That's what it's about, isn't it? But I'd be interested in doing that. I'm going to approach them and see what they have to say. There aren't many in Ireland, to be fair. It would involve a bit of travel around Ireland to do it, but I have the time to do it, so I wouldn't mind doing that. Maybe. What do you think? Would you like to see that? And maybe they might be interested in having an interview too. But the other thing that was brought to mind was to have like a live go live on YouTube, whereby you can have questions and I can answer them, or I have questions and you can answer them, and we can kind of build up a bit of a weekly go live session and see how that pans out, because that could be good too, couldn't it? Because the whole idea is to have people involved. It's great listening and reading the comments, but I suspect a lot of you would be quite happy to be there smoking your pipe with me and being able to interact immediately, as opposed to watching the video, writing a comment and waiting for me to reply back at some stage whenever I get the time. And that's what I prefer. Human interaction, just having a chat, and we could do that. Go live. I did a test one today for myself. It's very easy for me to do. Like, I have the laptop with the camera built in, so it works perfectly. And you can moderate it down so that you can have replies to be a little bit slower if there's too many coming in at once. But that's something that I'll have to figure out with time, isn't it? I think at first we'll just leave it open and see how it works out. But and the next thing is time. I'm thinking, because we have a lot of subscribers over in the US and Canada on that time zone, way more than we have in Ireland and the UK, we should be able to do it at a time where the guys, us in our time, can meet up with you guys. So that would probably be about this time of the day, which is about 10 to 8, about 8 o'clock in the evening, which should be about an okay time in America and Canada to be able to take part as well. Now, if that's too early, we'll have to figure out another time, but like, I don't want to be up in the middle of the night neither. That takes away the enjoyment for me. But we'll figure it out. Or maybe we'll do it at a weekend, 8 o'clock in an evening on Saturday maybe, or Friday evening, something like that. Or Saturday, yeah, because it'll be daytime, will be over there still, won't it? What do you think? Would you enjoy that? We don't have to have an agenda as such. We just have it, you know, started off, light our pipes and let me know what you're smoking, and we can go from there. I've also had people sending me small samples to try. That's perfectly fine. That's a great idea. Like, I'm not looking for people to send me full tins of tobacco. That's not what I'm here about. I'm not trying to rob people's supplies. Just a couple of bowlfuls would be fine, wouldn't it? So that you can review it and then a second review. And that'd be nice. You know, and I can also reciprocate as well. If there's anything that I have that you haven't tried that you might fancy, I'll happily send them out to you. A bit like a tobacco exchange. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So, if you want to do that, just email me, carrickstudio@gmail.com again. And we can sort something out. Send them to my work, and we can do the reviews that way too. Share the love. I'm sure there's a few of you who might like to try my Mick McQuaid, and I'm quite happy to send a few of those out to you. So this Oriental is very nice, very tasty. It tastes slightly differently in a bigger pipe. It's not worse, it's nice. It tastes different. It's very mellow, it's very nice. I forgot how much I like this. It is a very, very good tasting Oriental. It's not over the top. Very smooth. Gosh, it's lovely. So yeah. The roof of my studio didn't fall in, the insulation, so we're good. Survived the strong winds and the rain, all happy there. So I'm very relieved more than anything else. Didn't have to waste any more time fixing that up. But so this pipe, once again, it's the Vaughan. It's my first Vaughan German pipe, and it's, do you know, I think I might go and track down another Vaughan and see what they're like, because this smokes really nicely, very easily, very soft draw on it. You don't need to pull very hard, and it's a cool smoke. It's nice. Yeah, I'm very surprised with that now. I paid €80 for that. Brand new. They said it was an estate pipe, but it was like new old stock, I think, more than anything else. And it was brand new, boxed in this little case, and you get a little bag with it and everything. It was a good bargain, I think. But I think they're a bit more than that. I think they're about 100 to 120 euros. So I saved myself 20 or 40 euros. That's okay, isn't it? Sorry, 20 or 60 euros even. 40 euros, yeah. So, yeah, And so just going back to the going live, I think if I try that out and we can, you know, see how it goes. People can just join in. You can actually be able to watch it after the event as well. So it'd be like a normal upload. If you're not able to make the time when we have it live, you still be able to enjoy. I'll leave all the. So you can also leave the conversations on as well. So when you view it after the event, you've got a choice. You can just remove all the comments, so it's just like an upload, or you can leave the comments come in as it was. And I think I'd do that because you'd lose all the context otherwise, wouldn't you? And there may be some interesting information, you don't know. Because I'm certainly receiving some very interesting information from the comments and emails. It's great. It's a great community we have out here. YTPC. I'd never heard of it before. And it's a growing community, I think. And I think the manufacturers need to adjust to it a little bit as well and embrace it, because by them doing so they're almost into what we like and what we don't like, and they can adjust slightly, can't they? You know, if I was a business making tobacco, I'd want to know exactly what my customers thought of it, and am I doing the right thing? Is this what my customers are looking for? What else are they looking for? What are we doing wrong? And by listening to your customers, that's how you find out, isn't it? And you know, not all manufacturers do that. They get to such a stage where they only get their feedback through their salespeople, and their salespeople only speak to the tobacconists and the big suppliers, and they don't always know, neither do they. So that the information they're getting back is very fickle at best. So yeah, it would be interesting if they would. And there's been a good few interviews, like Simon there of London Calling. He had interviewed, is it Max Dorkerby, or the son? And he seems an interesting person. And he's part of the SC group. And then there was the other chap in America, his name, I forget what his name was. But he interviewed him as well, and you know, you get some great insights, don't you, from the commercial side of it. See, we look at it from the more the enthusiast side, and it's not about making money to us; it's about choice, isn't it, and availability and cost. Whereas they're more about cost to produce, profit on what they make. You know, that's the bottom line for them, and sometimes there's a bit of a mismatch, isn't there? So listening to what they say and how they operate, they definitely made some mistakes with the SCG strokes McBarn Sutcliffe buyout, but hopefully they'll put some of it right again. But you can never tell. Some of these organisations, like I've been involved with them over the years, they're a very big ship and very slow to turn, and very, very slow to stop and change direction. You might find that would be the same with ST Group. It's a big company in an area that's unique to them, really. There's not many other people like them. I think, is it Kopp and Company, they do it, and a few of the others in the US, and a few other manufacturers not necessarily involved with them, and like they're all quite big. And I guess you have to be, don't you? Because like you need the buying power to buy the tobacco, to be able to make the tobacco and sell it at a cost that's affordable and profitable too. Anyway, these are all interesting subjects that we could bring up and chat about. But it's not really an interest as such to me. Like I'm more that horse has bolted as far as I'm concerned, and we still have good choice. Yes, we've lost a certain amount of the blends, but in the EU for some reason they're going to carry on quite a lot of them from McBarron anyway, and maybe Sutcliffe, because the FDA regulation doesn't affect Europe obviously, so they're allowed to produce them, whereas in the US they've got different regulations which are disallowing them to a certain degree, although they could be using that as a bit of an excuse as well. Anyway, the choice for us over here is not so bad. However, in the US you still have some nice blends that you can get hold of, and you have a lot more tobacconists I think than we have here in Europe. They're very short supply over here. Like in Ireland, I think I can consider them to be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. There may be more than that, but they're not popular, and they're certainly not online. I've never come across any, and that's very poor, isn't it? We used to have at least that in a village, you know, in each towns, and they've just closed down, haven't they? It's a shame. Well, that's the way the times have gone. So I think us enthusiasts, we might be able to keep alive a certain amount of the blends, and you know, and try and make them available because we're buying them. But ultimately, it's the massive amounts that's going to keep them going, which are the likes of Captain Black and Condor and Bruno, St. Bruno and the likes, you know, the ones that they sell over the counter all of the time. That's where they're making their money. And then all these other blends that they make, they can sell for more, but well, to be saying that sell for more, they're not that much more expensive, to be honest. Like a tin of Peterson is £21.20 pounds, 40 something, and then if you want to buy the packet version, say Condor, it's very similar. It costs it might be only £1 cheaper. So there's not much in it. So they're not exactly selling the exotic blends for more prices. They're not. It's the same price, which is kind of lucky, really, I guess, because it's ridiculously expensive as it is. But this is going out, and I need to keep it relit because it's a very tasty blend. This it is. Yeah. We can put the world to rights in a live session, can't we? Anyway, I'll try and figure out a time, or just maybe put in your comments time-wise that might suit the best. But I have a feeling it'll be probably about 8 PM our time, so there'll be a crossover in the US as well. And then I need to figure out a day to do it. I mean, even if we do one first and see how it goes, and we can settle into a bit of a cadence then, can't we? And see how that works out. That's my plan anyway. And speak with the tobacconists themselves and see if I can't allow them to give me an interview and take it from there, really. And hopefully summer will hurry up. I know we've got to get through spring yet, but this is a very long winter we're going through here in Ireland, and probably the rest of the world as well, in the US too. Like, we're getting terrible storms and wet, dull, cold days. I've had enough of it now. It needs to go. We'd like some sun, please. So anyway, thanks for listening. Cheers. Enjoy your pipe. I hope you're settled in nicely now and able to relax and just enjoy and just, you know, chill. Or as I say, kick back, relax. Thanks very much. I'll talk to you all again soon.